Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. I N R P R U V U V D M N D C L C A W R A S T L E W H T H E R G U I L T. Secrets are no fun. Adam Mark Grossman and Chelsea Melissa Claire Egan are having a tough time managing their post-tryst guilt. It's Adam's first day as CEO of Newman Media, and instead of heading into the office, he stops at Chancellor Park to clear his head. Before too long, Chelsea joins him on a park bench and claims she's still decompressing from the latest progress report they've received regarding Connor's OCD. However, Adam can tell that there's something more on her mind. Adam can sense the guilt over sleeping together is still weighing very heavily on Chelsea, and I think she's having a real tough time with it, says Mark Grossman. Adam. It is such a big thing, so it's hard to just forget about it. It's kind of an elephant in the room every time Adam and Chelsea get together. The guilt is definitely weighing on both of them, but it's affecting Chelsea a lot more. Balancing act. During their conversation, Adam and Chelsea agree that it would be inappropriate for them to lean on one another under the present circumstances, as they each find a way to cope with the aftermath of their tryst. I'm sure that Chelsea feels that she should just come clean to Billy. Grossman opines. Maybe he would just understand and they can move on from it. Adam is taking a different stance. Notes Grossman. Adam definitely is taking the position of, I don't ever want to talk about this, so let's just stuff it down. Obviously, Adam and Chelsea have to deal with Connor and his situation together because it'll be ongoing. But Adam wants to try and put what happened between them behind them, so as to not to raise any suspicion about it. It's a tightrope to walk there. Why go there? However, Adam has a track record demonstrating that bottling things up tends to make him rash and self-destructive, which usually means his life runs off the rails. I think Adam is better at least trying to compartmentalize his feelings and pushing them down in hopes of moving on, Grossman explains. But Adam absolutely feels guilty about being unfaithful. He's telling Chelsea, we've got to focus on Connor, and of course he's CEO of Newman Media now, so he thinks those are two welcome distractions. If he can just put one foot in front of the other, then they can put this behind them and just keep moving forward. He's in a vulnerable place right now. His basic attitude with Chelsea is, I don't want to dig any deeper about this. Talked out. When Chelsea tries to further discuss their predicament, Adam politely shuts down the conversation, causing her to feel even more anxious. Adam thinks the only plausible thing to do in this moment is just stopping talking about it. Grossman reasons. The only other alternative is coming clean with the significant others, Sally and Billy, and as far as Adam is concerned, that would be worse. That would just explode everything. Not just his relationship with Sally, it could set Connor back, which is a huge deal, and the last thing that Adam and Chelsea would want to happen is exposing this secret could harm their son, and they don't want to do anything to jeopardize Connor's treatment, so it's a very tough place to be in. In the dimly lit confines of the penthouse, Chelsea Lawson paced back and forth, her mind a tangled web of guilt and confusion. The soft glow from the city lights seeped through the large windows, casting long shadows that danced across the room. Her thoughts were a tempest, swirling around the recent revelations that threatened to unravel the life she had meticulously built. Adam Newman, her partner in both crime and love, stood by the fireplace, his brooding eyes fixed on the flames that flickered and crackled, mimicking the turmoil within him. They had always been a formidable team. But now the weight of their secrets pressed heavily on their shoulders, threatening to crush them. Adam, Chelsea finally broke the silence, her voice barely above a whisper. We can't keep this up. The guilt, it's eating me alive. Adam turned his gaze from the fire to her, his expression unreadable. He took a deep breath, the kind that seemed to draw from the very depths of his soul. I know, Chelsea, but what choice do we have? If the truth comes out, we'll lose everything. The truth, it was a formidable beast, lurking in the shadows, waiting to devour them. Wasn't just their relationship at stake, but their entire future. The baby bombshell they had been trying to keep under wraps was a ticking time bomb, and each passing day brought them closer to the inevitable explosion. Chelsea's eyes filled with tears as she remembered the night it all began. A moment of weakness, a lapse in judgment, and now they were entangled in a web of lies that seemed impossible to escape. She wrapped her arms around herself, as if trying to shield her heart from the pain. Adam, I can't do this. I can't keep pretending that everything is okay when it's not. Adam crossed the room in a few swift strides, taking her into his arms. He held her tightly, his own heart itching with the weight of their shared burden. We'll find a way, Chelsea. We always do. But right now, we need to be strong. For each other. For our future. Their future. It seemed so uncertain now. The guilt gnawed at them, relentless and unforgiving. Every time they looked into each other's eyes, they saw the echoes of their mistakes, the shadows of their deceit. It was a constant reminder that no matter how hard they tried, they could never truly escape their past. Chelsea pulled away slightly, looking up at Adam with tear-streaked cheeks. What if we can't, Adam? What if this destroys us? Adam cupped her face in his hands, his touch gentle yet firm. Then we face it together. No matter what happens, we'll get through it. I won't let anything tear us apart. But even as he spoke the words, doubt lingered in his mind. He had made so many mistakes, hurt so many people in his quest for power and redemption. Could he really protect Chelsea from the consequences of their actions? Or was he doomed to repeat the same cycle of destruction that had haunted him his entire life? As the night wore on, they sat together in silence, the weight of their secrets hanging heavy in the air. The city outside continued its ceaseless hum, oblivious to the turmoil within the penthouse. For now, they were safe, but for how long? The truth had a way of surfacing, no matter how deeply it was buried. The following morning, Chelsea woke to find Adam already gone. A note on the bedside table informed her that he had gone to the office early. She sighed, knowing that he was likely drowning himself in work to avoid facing their reality. It was his way of coping, but it left her feeling more alone than ever. She decided to take a walk, hoping the fresh air would clear her mind. As she strolled through the park, memories of happier times flooded her thoughts. There was a time when she and Adam had believed they could conquer anything together. They had faced countless obstacles, but this felt different. The guilt was a living, breathing entity that shadowed their every move. Lost in thought, she almost didn't notice when someone called her name. Turning, she saw Sharon Newman approaching, her expression a mix of concern and curiosity. "Chelsea, are you okay?" Sharon asked, her eyes searching Chelsea's face for answers. Chelsea forced a smile, though it didn't reach her eyes. "I'm fine, Sharon. Just needed some air." Sharon nodded, though she didn't look entirely convinced. "You know, if you ever need to talk, I'm here. We've been through a lot, and sometimes it helps to have someone to confide in." Chelsea's smile faltered, the weight of her guilt pressing down on her once more. She wanted to confide in someone, to unburden herself of the secrets that threatened to destroy her. But she couldn't. The stakes were too high. "Thank you, Sharon. I'd appreciate it," she said softly. "But right now, I just need to figure things out on my own." Sharon nodded again, giving her a reassuring pat on the shoulder. "Take care of yourself, Chelsea. And remember, you're not alone."